Tonight we're doing an evening garden tour here at Walter's Gardens. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and today we are going to take a look for the June edition of the Proven Winner Perennial bed. Every month I'm going to be taking you for a tour through these gardens so that you can see what's blooming. This is a great time to get out a pen and a paper. We had talked about starting a garden journal to see what plants are blooming when. This is going to be great information if you are looking to create a garden that always has something in color. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this garden is looking like in June and in the evening. We're going to start right off front and center here. This is the Artemisia silver lining, and this is not a flowering plant really. It's more shown just for its foliage, so I thought I'd kind of show you how pretty it is in the night. This is a great plant if you're looking to create a moon garden. With that silver foliage, it really hits really nice, especially as the sun is going down. But also too, being silver, it really pairs well with any flowers in the garden. So one of the plants that really doesn't do great at night is Delosperma. And the reason why is, look at, they're all closed. So I'm going to put a picture up during the day when it was sunny to show you what they look like during the day, because they really are a gorgeous plant. This is a Delosperma pink Radiance, and I think you'll see once the flowers are open just how bright and sunshiny it is. In the background there is a new yucca for 2026. That's Yucca Dragon Slayer. I do see that it is going to put up a flower at some point. So later on in the summer, once it starts to flower, we'll be sure to show you that. Making our way around. So here's some more Delosperma. Again, it's closed, but this one here too is just so beautiful when the sun is out and the flowers are wide open. The thing I like about Delosperma is it creates just a mat of color, just a solid mass. It's great for more drought-tolerant areas in the garden, and it's just simply eye-catching from a very far distance. I will feature some of these sedums. This is the back and black sedum, and look who's modeling for us today. The back and black sedum is great because even though it's not flowering yet, its foliage really stands out in the garden. And two, I think it's nice to see the habit of this plant, just that perfect globe size. Nepeta is blooming. This is Nepeta Cat's Meow, which is a great Nepeta if you're looking for something just a little bit bigger. Nepeta blooms usually early spring into the summer, and then if it stops flowering or starts to split open, just give it a little light trim and it will be right back to flowering again in hardly no time at all. We've got some Heuchera. This is Wild Rose, which features gorgeous foliage. One tip I'll tell you about Heuchera is it likes to be planted in drier areas. If you have underground sprinkling or something like that, you'll probably find that it doesn't do as well for you. In the background there, we have the Amsonia String Theory, which looks so pretty at night. Those flowers almost look white right now, but in fact, they're actually more of a nice, soft, light blue. This is one of those twofer plants, meaning it has gorgeous blooms early summer, but then in the fall, it gives fantastic foliage color with shades of orange and yellow. Just really a stunning perennial that not only flowers interestingly early in the summer, but has great foliage later on in the season. Walking along, we have some more sedum that is really pretty. This is the Coral Jade sedum, and you can see it's got some gorgeous color on it. This is a fall bloomer, as is Back in Black, but it's still, the foliage is really pretty interesting right now in the garden. More of that Nepeta. Nepeta is just one of those plants that if you're looking to do some mass planting and want just eye-stopping color, Nepeta is a great plant, and it's easy to grow too. So if you're somebody that has a hard time with plants, seems like you want to kill everything or don't want to, but it happens, Nepeta is pretty versatile and easy to care for. Look at that massive color. That's the Salvia Dark Sky, and this Salvia has really huge florets on it. Nice deep purple, and the pollinators are all over this plant right now. Giant bumblebees just totally checking it out. We have this at the greenhouse as well, and Rod had said to me the other day, what is that plant? And I told him obviously it was Dark Sky, and he's like, that is gorgeous. And it really truly is a gorgeous perennial. This is another one too that I would hope once it's done flowering you could give it a light trim and it will reward you with blooms again later on in the season. Here's another Salvia. If I had to guess, I think it's Violet Riot. Yeah, I'm not seeing a tag. So if I'm guessing it to be Violet Riot, again, big color, nice sized plants. And actually, let's back up a little bit and just kind of compare it to the big sky. So you can see kind of the difference. The flowers are much smaller, where the big sky has got much bigger florets on it. So that's kind of a nice side-by-side comparison of two different families of Salvia. Some more Delosperma. There's a lot of Mengaves in this garden, and I'm not talking about them because a lot of them don't have name tags, so I don't know what they are. So I'm apologizing, but I am going to skip over Mengaves because there's nowhere for me to tell what they are. This is a Delosperma dancing embers. Again, when the sun is out, this is a gorgeous looking plant. More of that Salvia. I'm just loving how it's sweeping through the garden here with the various different varieties. Sedum Bright Ideas is not blooming yet, but it is darn near close. You can see all of the flower buds on it, so this will be one we'll follow up with. But what I wanted to show you before it flowers is check out those red stems. I think that's kind of an added uniqueness to this particular sedum. This is a summer blooming sedum, where a lot of sedum are more fall blooming. Penstemon are starting to want to bloom. This is the Penstemon Midnight Masquerade. And I tell you what, we have a model, like the whole garden. He just keeps following me around. So this has got nice, deep, dark black foliage. Purple blooms just starting to emerge. So this is a really fun plant once those flowers all open up, because then you have this dark foliage with these gorgeous light pink spikes of flower color. And I just love how they dance in the breeze. Here is the Dicentra. This is white diamonds. I love this plant. It grows in full sun. And these are just little baby plants, but they bloom from early summer well into the fall. There's also a pink diamonds if you wanted to pair them together, but they are just so cool because of how long they bloom. Really, the first time I saw them, I could not believe how gorgeous they were, that they were in full sun, and that they bloomed literally all summer long. Here's another mass planting of that silver lining, just to kind of show you it in the garden. Also, here is a new plant. This is a new introduction for 2026. Great silver foliage, beautiful white blooms, really stunning. I love the nice kind of mounding habit that it adds into this garden bed. Eucomis, purple rain, not flowering yet, but gorgeous foliage. And this is going to have nice flower spikes on it midsummer. Here's more of the white diamonds, and here I think they're a little bit bigger plants, a little bit more mature. And you can just see those beautiful white bleeding hearts as they're dancing here in the breeze. Some lavender blooming. This is the Summer Serenade Lavandula. This is a new variety coming out, I believe, in 2026. A little bit shorter habit than Sweet Romance, I think. A lot of flowers. I haven't seen any Sweet Romance blooming yet, so this one might even be one that blooms a little earlier than what Sweet Romance does. Peachberry Ice Heuchera is beautiful with its peachy coloration. I love how the sun hits that one. That's probably one of my favorite Heuchera because I love how it shines in the garden. Oh, here's some more. You can just see, this is where the sun at night isn't great. It kind of skews everything a little bit. Look at that, planted that gorgeous chartreuse nepeta. I'm going to try to find the name of that. That's a new nepeta coming out in 2026. It's called Nepeta Lemon Perfection. And check out the size and the habit on that. It's only about 8 to 10 inches tall, but you can see, like chartreuse on the loose, it does have a little bit of a spreading habit to it. So much color coming up. Penstemon, oh, I love the Penstemon. Look at this, gorgeous pink blooms. Oh my goodness, That is stunning. Look at that mass of color. This is a hummingbird's dream come true with these gorgeous tubular blooms. The color in the video right now is not at all what it looks like. It's more of a nice, beautiful pink, where I think in the video it's looking a little bit more red. I'll pop up other pictures of this one too. But man, that is a gorgeous mass. And these bloom pretty much throughout the summer as well. If they stop, give them a light trim, and as I say, they're right back at it. Here's another one. Gorgeous mass of blooms, big blooms. Beautiful. This one's a little bit lighter pink in color. They're only about 18 inches tall or so. Such a stunning, stunning plant. All right, so this is bed 1. We're gonna head on over to bed 2. So what do we got in bed 2? Dianthus, Paint the Town Fuchsia, low growing ground cover. This here's a few different plants. I love the small flowers. It's fragrant and really a fun plant. If you're looking to do borders, or if you have rock walls or rock gardens, Paint the Town Fuchsia is amazing. Dianthus, funky fuchsia, a little bit bigger flower, different type of Dianthus. And again, nice and fragrant. We've got some of the Stand By Me Clematis here. You notice how they're all in obelisks, or in something that's holding them up. It's because these are non-clinging clematis, so they do need a support and or to be planted by plants that will hold them up in the garden. Nice little bell-shaped flowers. You can see the bee was just there checking them out. So not your typical looking clematis, but just something different and unique. Thalictrum Cotton Candy. This is a little past its prime, but beautiful, wispy, airy blooms. This is about a 3.5 foot tall plant. So if you're looking to add some nice height to the garden, this Thalictrum Cotton Candy is a great plant to add just a little bit of height, kind of a columnar habit into the garden bed. Love the Baptisia. This one here is called Lemon Smoothie. That's a new one coming up in the future. Gorgeous looking plant. I'm really loving how that lemon smoothie actually looks with all those pinks in the background. So we'll check out what those pink plants are as we make our way around. When there was one, then there was two. So we'll now be having two friends following us in the gardens. Here is the Perfect Profusion Salvia. Perfect Profusion is a very light, soft lavender, almost white flowering salvia. This is a great one that reblooms, so you give it a light trim and it's right back at it again. Lots are passing up because it's not blooming right now. Oh, there's a Baptisia. This is the Baptisia Pink Truffles. Just a nice, soft, dusty pink color. We've got some Azure Snow Salvia, which is a purple and white salvia. In the background, we've got Stand By Me Clematis. So there's actually 3 different colors of Stand By Me Clematis. There's purple, there's pink, and I think the other one's like a violet or blue, I'm not sure. But 3 different colors to look for with the Stand By Me Clematis. Here's a fantastic foliage and flower combination. This is the Heuchera or Coraljade called Spearmint. Very light green leaves. They have a nice kind of a silvery sheen overlay, but gorgeous red flowers. You can't say that about all Heuchera because sometimes they just don't have very pretty flowers. But this spearmint has gorgeous red flowers that bloom for a long time in the season. So perfect pair if you're looking for Heuchera with flowers and foliage. Spearmint is definitely a great one. Some Dianthus Paint the Town Magenta just starting to open up. Again, we had seen some of those earlier, but I just wanted to show them to you since they're blooming. Great foliage color is the Lemon Squeeze Penstemon grass. So this grass is just starting to kind of grow. It's going to get much taller. I shouldn't say much taller. It's going to get taller and flower spikes as the season goes on. But the thing I like about it is it's chartreuse green foliage. So it really kind of breaks up a lot of the greens in the garden. So a great grass adds motion and breaks up colors of the garden. Some more of the String Theory Amsonia. Gorgeous Baptisia back there. We'll see if we can see what color it is. I think it's periwinkle popsicle, but we'll see if we can see it on the other side. Paint the red Dianthus. See, that's what I mean. Just a mass of color that you can see from quite a distance. And I actually wanted to show you the garden as I'm walking past so you can see where all of those vibrant pops of color land. This garden here, this side of the garden, is going to have a lot more interest, a little bit more mid-season. Not a whole lot going on in this area right now. All right, let's take a look here. We've got some more of that silver lining Artemisia. Planted behind it is some of the dark side of the Moonastilbe, which is a dark foliage. It's going to be blooming later on this summer. I feel like we're starting to lose our light a little bit here, so I apologize as I'm kind of trying to rush through because I want to make sure you can see it all. Salvia, this is a beautiful white one, something kiss, snow kiss, that's right. Beautiful white with just a little dabble of pink, little speckles of pink in there. So nice, almost done blooming, but snow kiss if you're making a list. I think that is the vanilla Baptisia there, that white one in the center. Some more Delosperma, orchid flash. We'll put a picture of it up with it blooming in the daylight so you can see how gorgeous it is. Salvia, pink Profusion. I love the color of pink Profusion. The night sky is not doing it a whole lot of justice right now. Paint the Town Fancy Dianthus. Delosperma Pink Radiance. We'll pop a picture up so you can see it when it's in the sunlight. So this Stand By Me is the original Stand By Me Clematis, which has those beautiful purple blooms. Again, a non-clinging clematis. A mass here of Razzle Dazzle Delosperma. Baptisia Blueberry Sunday features a deep, dark, rich purple bloom. This is a little bit smaller, I think, in the series, only about 3 foot tall. Some of them get a little bit taller, 3.5 foot taller so. But if you're looking to kind of match the original Baptisia australis, this Blueberry Sunday is a very close color match to that. Of course, the yellow one is Lemon Meringue, which is the most popular one that we sell. Nepeta Cat's Meow, pretty big. Violet Riot Salvia. Opening Act Phlox, just starting to open. This is Opening Act White. Oh, Cherry's Jubilee Baptisia. That's a gorgeous plant. Phlox, nice dark stems on it. One of the first of the taller phlox to open in the season. Really kind of is pretty vibrant in the night. Dicentra Pink Diamonds, we talked about that earlier on with the white diamonds. Here's pink diamonds. And you see what I mean? Look at all those blooms. It is gorgeous. More of those Thalictrum showing you from a different angle, but see how they add that nice columnar shape and habit into the garden? They're about, like I said, 3.5 foot tall. So there's something that gives you a little height. That and Baptisia. Otherwise, there's not a ton besides grasses. In this garden anyway, they add a lot of height and a lot of interest. Penstemon Rose Rhinestones. This is one we saw earlier. This one actually has the tag, so I can tell you what it's called. Gorgeous rosy pink blooms. The last one is Penstemon Pink Pearls. Gorgeous. So I know that was a lot of information. I know that was a lot of plants, but I think it's awesome if I can show you this many plants blooming in mid-June here in West Michigan. And if you are making that garden journal, I'm telling you, I think this series is going to be wonderful because you'll be able to plan out a garden for full sun that has something always in bloom from May until, we'll see how far I go, for sure September or October. So lots of great selections, a lot of great choices. If you have any questions or comments on any of these perennials that we have seen in today's garden, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Some of these are new varieties, so they will be future introductions or future ones we'll be carrying. And you can head to our website, gardencrossings.com, so you can get all the information you're needing on any of these plants that we have seen today. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.